Hi, this is another video on our the U.S. stock market and also the economic crisis that's now picking up speed. Um, I did a video about a month ago on the Greek bank crisis, debt crisis, and it didn't look very good. As we all know, who has been following the news over there, they have also have gone back to the Eurozone and have also going back onto their debt clock, which they're literally setting themselves up again for another painful crash. So it's kind of being delayed for them over there. As for us here, we are all continuing again to see numbers and also similar correction that we saw back in October of 2011 with the Dow Jones. Starting last week on Friday, we saw the stock market in the U.S. crash, and also with other banks and stock markets around the world, especially with China. As we know, its growth has been slowing. They have devalued their currency. Sell-offs have been happening for quite a couple of days now, especially today with our with the recent crash here we had. This is a situation that's also getting pretty grim now. Oil prices are going down. We're basically to $40 a barrel. The economy is slowing down around the world. Europe and Greece, as we know, have also been going back into a spiral. U.S. corporate profits have also been slowing. The Feds have also are also planning to rise interest rates. And as we know, for quite some time, low rates have brought in a lot of easy money and have boosted the market artificially, which is also on. We're also on seeing that North Korea and South are also at a brink of war. Currency wars are raging around the world. These are not coincidences, and they're not happening at random pace. These are all connected to this to this economic slowdown that we are coming to an end here. Everything pretty much is. We're entering this 7-year cycle, which also which happened back in 2008. So this is very concerning. We see a lot of panic now continuing in the in Wall Street. These are just things that we're all predicting over the last couple of years with the devaluing of our currency around the world. And this is, I believe, just going to get worse. There are many warnings that we should all prepare for to basically have less money in their bank funds, pretty much prepare for anything that could occur around the world or here in the U.S. I just think that we are at this period right now, and with globally, economically, that we can no longer continue on propping up this fake market. We are already seeing the effects and how they are coming apart. It's just something that it's been predictable. It's impossible to keep this immense debt and to continuing to rob us from our future. This is all coming ahead. It's we just, I guess, pretty much have to face the facts that this market is not healthy for us in a sense of prosperity. Many of us have depended on this system, how our leaders and politicians have lied to us continuously on telling us that everything is fine, the economy is picking up speed, jobs are growing, and that's not the fact, because we are seeing this continuing fall of a certain certain image that is not we are not coming to face the facts on how this system is not working. And even for the everyday person who does not have any stock or anything invested in this market, should be concerned, because this also affects their future, their security, job security, the way of life, food prices, transportation, anything that could affect them, will affect them and their family. This is something that should not be put aside for any person that doesn't have anything in a market, a stock. But this will affect everybody, old or young. This is just something that is very damaging to our future in this country. That in this free market society where this kind of borrowed debt will hit us really hard in the future if we don't deal with this situation, and also our keeping track of what our politicians and senators do to our states daily, and to see basically who is in charge, because we can no longer continuing on having this kind of this kind of lifestyle. I mean, what are we going to leave to our other generations in the future if we are still around? Because this does not look good. This is I believe it's headed for failure. I mean, it's not something that will get any better. It's the general everyday person isn't that very comfortable with talking about this topic, because the majority of the normal person who don't follow the economy tend to shun away, because it seemed to them very difficult, and how the media presents information on TV as a very complicated scenario, ideas. They aren't making into a simplistic, understandable terms, which pretty much would make the everyday person shun away from it or wanting to know more about it. They pretty much are always confident in their leaders that they would fix up these problems, which is not the fact, that they are actually misinforming the everyday person. The media is not informing us, and they're actually destroying our future. So I think that it's imperative for people or the persons to find more info on what's happening, and to become more aware of what's going on, because our situation is not getting better. Like as I said in my other videos, and for many years, and many other people have just said that our economy hasn't been improving, which is artificially being propped up for some kind of delay in the future, and it's quite concerning what we will be facing, what our leaders have planned for us. So pretty much the everyday person, if we would come up to anybody, they would look at us as conspiracy, anything as overreacting, that we should just forget about it, and to have our leaders take care of it, not to focus too much. And which I think is the contrary, that I think that we should individually research our own information and come up with our own conclusions. I mean, I myself have taken charge of informing myself, and that's why I wanted to make these kinds of videos, because I believe that we should focus on this, in focus on ourselves. So I will be making more videos, and this is pretty much just an update on what I've seen, and wanting to share on my opinions. This is I will be making more videos shortly. And thanks. Bye.